So today I want to talk to you a little bit about Google Local Services ads, also called the Google Guarantee. So if you're a local company and you're a service type company that's pretty much business to consumer, you probably are able to sign up and use this program by Google. The basis of it is that Google is guaranteeing your work. So this is to prevent. There's all these companies out of here. I have a tree service client, right, and they're a larger tree service client, and they're a legitimate business, has been around over 10 years. They've multiple crews that are going out every day. So this would be a way to separate this client from the guy who's just driving around with a chainsaw on the back of his truck. Anybody can put up an ad, can run ads on Google. However, and especially with like contractors and things like that, we all hear the horror stories of like, we paid him the down payment and then he never came back, right? So if you contact someone through Google Guarantee, Google is going to guarantee that work up to $2,000. So not a lot, but enough for that contractor to say, hey, like it won't even let them sign up for this. So you have to have a legitimate business and you have to kind of go through this verification, multiple steps of verification to get signed up for this. And they just basically want to legitimize your business. And if you are legit, they will then guarantee to the customer with this $2,000 amount that you are. So that's basically what this program is. And I will say right out of the gate that people that are on this always show up at the top of search results for Google. So, if you're typing in a plumber, if someone's like, hey, I need a plumber near me or emergency plumbing service, the Google Guarantee people that have been accepted for this are always number one at the very top. Now, you do have to pay for this. It's not a free service. It's a pay per click service. However, you will be at the top if you sign up for this. Now, how often you're at the top is going to be based on what you set as your monthly budget, but we'll get into that in a minute. So when you sign up for this for the first time, you're going to go into this business verification page. And basically within this, you have to go through these items right here, these 6 steps. So this client was a tree service provider. So you can see that it asks for their business license, and I had to upload that. There is no tree service license, so I think this was like a home contractor license that we had to upload. The next was your proof of insurance. It has to be up to date. Then they go through this background check where you actually go through, the owner had to go through, and I think the person that was also running the company, so I think 2 people went through for this client, and had to get background checks and go through all their stuff to make sure that I don't know what they go through as the background check, but I know it was pretty thorough and actually took a couple weeks to come back. However, they did let us run because we had all the other stuff filled out and it looked like it was going to go through. They did actually let us run the ads until the background check came back, which was good. Customer reviews, they want to make sure that you have decent customer reviews and that you have at least 5 of them. Budget. In this section, you can set your monthly budget and it'll tell you about how much a day and how many leads you can expect. And then, of course, here's your billing information. So for this client, you can see that we're budgeting around $250 a week or $1,000 a month, and that we could get 3 to 8 leads per week from that budget. So one thing that I really like about this is they have this kind of CRM, customer relationship manager is what that's short for, tool where you can see what your leads are and then you can see if you've been charged for them. So this is a pay-per-click. So what did it say? 2 to 8 per week. And you can see they're actually providing a little bit more than that. They're doing a little bit better than that. And some days there's 2 in a day, right? So May 16th, there was 2 in a day. But this one right here was not charged, probably because it wasn't a good lead. It was too short or they hung up on the phone, something like that. But then this one where the customer actually put in tree trimming, and this right here that's blurred, that's actually the customer's phone number. So it stores all their information in here so you can kind of track this. It can be a lead tracking system for whoever's in the office or for you. And then you can actually access this on a cell phone. I don't know if there's an app, but it is mobile friendly. So you can log into this and look at this and keep track of your leads and stuff on your phone while you're out in the field. Now, the one thing I really love about this, like love, is you can actually listen to the phone calls. It records all the phone calls that come in. So say if you have someone in the office who's picking up the phone for your business and you notice like, I wonder how they are on the phone when I'm not here. I wonder why we're not closing. We had all these leads come in. I wonder why we aren't closing them. Maybe there's something happening on the phone that might not catch, or maybe that person's goes for 3-hour lunches in the middle of the day when you're not there. Like, who knows what could happen. But you can actually listen to every customer conversation, and then you could make notes and tailor that, and change that and create business operations around that to make whoever's answering the phone better on the phone. Hey, maybe it's even your own voice, and you listen back and say, hey, I could have done a better job on that phone call. So it's pretty cool to be able to listen to these and critique them a little bit. I actually listened to all of them for this client, and I'll report back to the owner and be like, hey. And one of the things we actually found out with this was I was just like, hey, your call service is just like ringing too long. It was 28 seconds before anybody picked up the phone, and it was press 1 for this and 2 for this. And one of those things in marketing is how fast can you pick up the phone. I said, well, let's get rid of all that and just have somebody pick up the phone and see if we can convert people a little bit faster. So you can toy around with some of those deals. So on the back here, you can put in the customer's name, their email, and then some notes about this, and you can actually track this customer through the buying process. Another thing that I really like about this is the review section. So we all know by now that reviews are such an important part of the business, but this takes it one step further because it's a Google product. It really does a good job of tracking your reviews. So you can see, all the 5-star reviews are here. And by the way, like, Google shows this to more people as you get more reviews. So you want to really get as many 5-star reviews as you can. It says it right here. So, and it just has them all listed. I'm going to show you another cool feature too. So this is, we were on receive. Now, if you click ask for a review, it pops you over to this page, and you'll see you can actually click this and it will ask your customer that you did work for. Now, this is their phone number over here. I blurred it out, obviously, but you can ask this person to leave you a 5-star review on Google. And it's great. And it's completely built in. So you can just go through, click, click, click. You don't have to call. You don't have to email. You just click this button and it sends it right to them and says, hey, would you mind leaving us a review? Very cool. So the last thing I wanted to show you was kind of some of the targeting stuff you can do and what you can hone these in by. And that's on the profile and budget page. So once you log in, and this is all like their business information here that I blurred out, but you can see you can change your average weekly budget in here. And then over here, you can change your job type. So this is the stuff that they want to key in on because this is what they're doing the most of. You can turn on message leads. So where the people will message you directly. For this client, we're just doing phone calls because they have someone in the office to pick up the phone. You change your business hours. This is pretty neat right here. This is this map. Everything in red is actually areas that they do not cover, right? So do not hit those areas in red. They're like exclusion zones. And then this little blue right here, that's their kind of service area. So, so yeah, I mean, that's it. Oh, and you can set up scheduling too directly through this. So you can run all of your booking through Google Local Services if you want to, which is really neat, and just manage your entire appointment book. Very cool. You can use this to completely run your business. For this client, it's really just a lead source, but there's a lot you can do. So in closing, I mean, I did put a blog post up on my website that has a little more depth to this and some general information about it. So smalltalkmedia.com, you'll be able to see that on there. This is a great service. If you have any type of service oriented business, there's no your business category is included on here, and you're able to take on new business. There's no reason not to use this. This will provide a much higher level of clientele. It is hard to set up the first time. It's just a pain in the butt because there's a lot of little steps and there's a verification process. But if you just get it done, it's not like you have to take a test. So if you just get it done, it's really automated after that point. You really never have to log into this if you don't want to. Now we do, because we manage this for our clients, but once it's rolling, and it just makes your phone ring, and the people that call you are better customers from what I've seen. So give it a try. If you have any questions about it or need help setting it up, or you need some pictures or video or something to put in the back, hit us up. We can help you out with that at smalltalkmedia.com. My name's Rob. Cheers.